I don't know where this is at. Let's find out. Family of 10 being evicted despite paying the rent on time. What is going on? Let's see.
I told my kids that we would never go back to the shelter.
For Anissa Bossman and Dwight Page, it seemed like a dream come true. An apartment large enough for their family of 10, and even better, the landlord accepted a housing voucher that would cover the family's rent.
When I got here, the first thing he explained to me is that he wanted a long-term family.
But 1 year later, the landlord told the family, it's time to go.
I got a little devastated.
It's really a horrifying case.
According to the family's attorney with the Legal Aid Society, when their 1 year lease was up, the landlord refused to renew it and began an eviction proceeding, despite the rent being paid on time. Their apartment is not in a regulated building, so this family of 10 has little legal recourse.
I was about to say, then why eviction? Like, if you, like, I don't, okay, this story I'm not really understanding a little bit, okay? Because you evict because someone is not doing something, right? Or say they was tearing the place up, which could be, right? But if they had a year's lease and then at the end of it, you decided you didn't want to renew it, then you just give them a notice and say the lease is not being renewed and you got to go. That's how that is. I think they're saying because they got, is it family of 10? So you got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids showing two. So there must be a child missing and then 2 parents. So it's probably too many people for the apartment size. Then why did you rent to them to begin with? Unless, of course, it was rented by someone else and then maybe they bought the building. I don't know. It has to be because there's too many people for the apartment size. So you probably have to have at least, I would say, 4 bedrooms. You got to separate sexes. So that's boys and girls. But after, like, I don't know. I would think that 4 people would be too much for a room. You know what I mean? This one is hard. This one is hard. You can be evicted for other things besides not paying the rent. Okay. So, you know, people might not think that or know that, but absolutely you can be. This one is tough. This one is tough. I don't want to see all these kids on daggone street or in the shelter, like they said. It kind of sucks that, y'all, this one is tough. I'm sorry to hear that for all these kids. Wow, what kind of sorry. Shout out to the Quiet Storm for the 2. Just okay. Just because I'm petty. And clearly y'all want me to work today. For real, for real. Thank you so much for the pettiness. And I will definitely update you to the stream sponsor at 5201. Y'all crazy. These poor people though. Like this one, I'm sorry to hear this. That's a lot of damn kids, y'all. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's just me. These crumb snatchers. Look, they got so many people that they on Section 8 basically. Even with the man in the house, because there's 2-parent household at least, y'all. At least we got 2-parent household. They on some sort of assistance. And he's like, I'm not doing it no more. It's too many people.
About 50% of renters in New York City have no protection against eviction. So at the end of their lease, the landlord can evict them for any reason or no reason, or can raise the rent by as much as he wants.
Anissa and Dwight aren't alone. A new report from Cornell University found in the Bronx, where the family lives, last year there were 10 eviction filings for every 100 renter households.
Every month, the evictions are basically doubling.
Governor Kathy Hochul has faced pressure to strengthen tenant protections by passing the Good Cause Eviction Bill with the April 1st state budget. The legislation would make it illegal for landlords to evict tenants from unregulated apartments unless they violate the lease.
This impacts one.
So it's so desperate that they're okay with the unregulated apartments. That's what I'm hearing. So keep them there, y'all. Just keep them there. All right. We okay with it now. We just don't want them out on the street, which is actually it's kind of a good deal. But what are you giving to the landlord? That's a lot of people inside of a house, especially that young, to be tearing it up. And Lily Rose is asking who's the 10th. I'm assuming it's probably an infant somewhere, even though that other one looked like a baby too. I don't know, child. Maybe they was in school. This definitely is titled Family of 10 though. Is a kid missing?
1.6 million households. That's not people. It's 1.6 million households all across New York State.
Critics of good cause eviction legislation worry the new rules would be too much of a burden, especially for small landlords. When recently asked if she supports the legislation, the governor did not answer directly. Her office points out Hochul is working to expand the state's tenant protection unit. Meanwhile, this family of 10 is now searching for a new home.
You're at the mercy of the landlords.
You are, sir. You are. So it's New York. And Hochul, you heard him say, she ain't answered the question. She just pushing it all away, you know? So good luck trying to find a place for 10 people to live. Who did I see had this question? Will Quill said, is it illegal to only rent to childless people? If you say it out loud. It's illegal if you say it out loud. I only rent to childless people and you got 10 kids. Yeah, you can't say that. I mean, you get by with that by not saying it. You know what I mean? But it's kind of tough on a house for 10 people. You really, really probably should have at least 4 bedrooms at minimum. At minimum. That's crazy. Good luck to those people. Shout out to NYC, the place to be. Let's see what's going on in Jersey, right next door. New Jersey woman dies after setting house on fire when landlord tried to evict her. It's tough times out here, y'all. So in order to get a place to live, we're going to do this type of stuff and go to jail. Is that what we're doing?
An eviction fight ended with this massive and deadly fire in New Jersey. It started when a woman's landlord tried to evict her, and in response, police say the woman set the house on fire. News 4's Brian Thompson in Roosevelt with some new information this afternoon. Brian?
Yeah, David, we are told indeed it was an eviction attempt on a woman who had lived here for several years. Now, Chopper 4 was over the scene just not long after the fire broke out. The flames consistent with a natural gas fire, matching one report we had that, the woman had turned on the gas in the house and then lit a match rather than face an attempt from the landlord to evict her.
Y'all, that sounds half damn crazy. She turned the gas on and lit a match. So she was trying to delete herself and everybody else all over an eviction. Not all over, because I know it's serious. But girl, that's everybody crazy, y'all. Everybody crazy. That sounds so stupid. But like the dude in Hawaii, she now gonna have a permanent place to live. Oh, wait a minute. Did she die? Who died? Oh, we don't even know who died. Did she die? I'm assuming she must have died. I must have missed it.
Now, she did not survive, according to sources
there
telling us that she has died and deceased. A woman who lived in the attached house told us what she saw.
It looks unlivable.
Your house, though.
My house. The other house, I don't even think it's there. A lot of stuff. 22 years there.
Child, you ain't no better, child, but that's a whole different story. So I'm gonna die instead of going ahead and paying the rent or moving out. Now I don't know that she didn't pay the rent, y'all. And then no regard for the other woman that lived next door or any of the other families or anyone else in the area. I'ma just do what I want to do because I ain't do what I was required to do, whatever that was, right? Half damn crazy.
Now, the mayor here was reported saying that the owner wanted to evict her in order to sell the house. What we do know is she was a pet lover and had taken care of people's pets around this neighborhood in small town of Roosevelt. Neighbors telling us she likely had as many as 30 cats inside, which is why animal control has been on the scene all afternoon. They're telling...
Oh, hell no. Did the Asians come around to try to get any of that? What is going on? Oh, Lord, have mercy. She was already crazy. 30 cats, y'all. Do you think that if she went to work that she was taking food in if anybody was eating it? Can you imagine living next to someone who had 30 MFing cats? You know that must have stunk so daggone bad. I can't stand cats. I can't stand cats. This sounds so disgusting. Unfortunately, they're probably all dead, though.
They are looking for any cats that may have escaped.
F them cats. They worrying about the cat. White people, y'all crazy, okay? Whole damn building, gas leak, they worrying about the damn cats.
But as of about half an hour ago or so, they say they had not found any, but that it is worth it if they can save just one. Live in Roosevelt.
White people out here whiting. Shout out to y'all, though. Y'all really do be caring for the animals. I cannot. You think I'd be giving one day? That poor lady that lived next door, you think if she see a cat, she probably gonna kick it at this point. She probably is mad all that was even happening next damn door, okay? Child, you cannot make this shit up. That sounds half a damn crazy. Rest in peace to the lady, but girl, I'm gonna need you to get it together. Well, it don't matter now, child. Rest in peace, child. Rest in peace. Lord, forgive me. I'm really not trying to talk about the deceased, but that don't make no sense. None. Then the white people out here, where the cats at? Where the cats go? Here, kitty. The white people from the Humane Society or whatever came around. They smelled all this fire. They running around here talking, here, kitty. Here, kitty. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. We are...